Hello and good morning, everybody. How are we on this fine, beautiful, sunny Tuesday afternoon? I hope you're all well. I hope you're looking forward to a rather relaxing class today. So as always, whoopsie doozy, if you can drop your name in the chat for me, let me know that we're here. Of course. Ooh, that wasn't good. I'm going to move something very quickly. Pardon. We're back. Gianna's here, and Ryan's here, and that looks like it's it. That's kind of sad. Hopefully some other folks will come down and join us. And Jack came. Aw, yeah. And my computer fans are just taking off right now. And a mystery person has appeared. How's everyone doing today? I hope well. Braden said his link isn't working and he'll be on shortly. How's the link not working? If the link didn't work for him, it wouldn't work for anybody, which means you wouldn't be here. Something smells afoul. Will is here. Will, I prepped my morning show this morning, or my team at least, and let them know that your video was going to be in our week's episode. So that's going to air on Thursday. You can look for it there. Awesome job again. Evan's here. Hello and good afternoon. Almost said good morning. We're past morning. Daniel, hello and good morning. Simi, hello. All right, we're starting to round out. So very excellent. Oh, Blessing, you are a rock star. That's awesome. Whoopsie, I'm trying to type it. I can't type. And I want to hear about everyone's experiences in a little bit. We'll get rolling in a sec. We have a light agenda today. I figured I would keep in tradition with our project due dates because traditionally when our projects are due, we'll have a screening day and we'll talk and we'll critique and we'll reflect. And I still want to do that a little bit today. So to answer Dan's question, I figured that while I did want to get some feedback from you guys in regards to our projects, we're going to take a look at some of them. I figured if you're in the chat today, we'll show your video today. Because why not? And I finally figured out the best way to do that. So apologize while I'm looking down and setting that up. First item on the agenda today is going to be going through and watching some of these videos, giving some light feedback. I'm probably going to grade them later in the week, if not over the weekend, as that tends to be par for the course for me. It's just easier to know that when I wake up on a Saturday, I can kind of, after breakfast, give like 5, 6, 7, 8 hours to grading videos. And I kind of prefer to do that versus doing like little bits here and there. I just can't get in the same rhythm. So those grades will be in soon. And then I'll just kind of outline what the next few classes look like for you guys so you know what to expect coming in. We are going to get into our next project not today, but next class. I didn't think it'd be fair to have your project due today and then immediately roll into our next project. So we're going to get into that on Thursday. So that's mapped out, and I feel like it's fairly open in regards to what you guys have access to, but you'll be doing some shooting at home, and I'm looking forward to what you guys can come up with. So I'll talk a little bit about that later. Maria and Pat, good afternoon and welcome. Thanks for joining us. So I just figured, why not roll right into it? I've got a video queued up here, and I'm just going to go based on who is in our online chat today. I don't want to show anyone's video if they're not here, mainly because I don't want to take up time for you guys without, in giving feedback for stuff that they're not here to appreciate that feedback or kudos from you folks. And Jess is here as well. Link wasn't working. That's really bizarre. Maybe it's something on the Chromebooks end because everyone else was here, but not a big deal. You're here now, and that's all that matters. All right. The other thing to note was that I downloaded what was turned in on Classroom earlier this morning. So if you turned in your project, and realistically, if you turned in your project within the last hour and a half, it's probably not included in what was downloaded. So don't fret. It doesn't mean I don't have it. I can always check with you here. But it just means I didn't download it to my computer, and I downloaded them so I can play them back. I figured out how to do that through my broadcasting system. So without further ado, let's get into our first video. As you're all eagerly waiting and wondering, who's it going to be? There's no need to be nervous. All right, everyone's working with the same footage, and so we'll roll right into it. Our first video is going to come courtesy of Gianna, so I'll see you guys on the other side of this. Enjoy. Had me going. Oh god, here we are. Okay, cool, awesome. That was really good. I like that kid at the end, or that person at the end that just had to chime in. But I like that a lot. And so the trend that I saw last class, and I'm hoping this continues here, is that I understand that this was like kind of a hodgepodge of clips, but I feel like the titles that you guys hopefully have come up with, and they certainly did last class, can really lend credence to some of that randomness. So nice touch in having it in a different language, but the translation underneath, "Life is Beautiful," kind of just explains, all right, what we're going to see are some really pretty things, and that's okay because it's all this wondrous, beautiful stuff that's going on in our world. And I think now more than ever we need to see stuff like that. So that was really good. Ryan, it's okay. You put in the effort, and that's all that matters. All right. This project, of course, a little bit different because it's more about understanding and learning the software. So we'll get some feedback from you guys in a bit. Let's go on to let's jump into this one. Why not? This one's going to come courtesy of Mr. Jack Farrow. Here we go. Enjoy. All right, let's clap it up for Jack. That was really good. The kid was supposed to be with Santa, but well, it's all right. It got a chuckle out of me, as did this one. Whatever that dude was doing was pretty cool. So excellent job with the picture-in-picture and the green screen. Very, very cool. So let's keep it rolling. Whoopsie daisy. All right. Let's give it up for so many questions, so many people to pick. Does anyone want to go next? That's a really all right. So if you want to go, put your name in the chat or just volunteer yourself. I don't want to wait the 30 seconds. Maria's here. Let's get in the Maria's. Okay, and what? How does your brain not work? Yeah, Chris, I got your email. I don't know if you saw the reply. I'm curious. Well, I guess we'll find out. I don't have it downloaded yet, but how long? Oh, it's very long. How long is very long, Chris? Let me know while we enjoy Maria's edit. Very cool. I love the use of the picture-in-picture there, and the animation was really nice as well. So wonderful job. And they kind of came full circle with our Beautiful Places title, and then ending on our world. So great use in finding like the extra stock footage as well that you had to go through, that all those clips were relevant to your title too. Really, really good. Cool. You guys are kicking butt with this. It's just fantastic. Gianna's volunteering Jesse, which would of course be a red flag to show Gianna's, but I started with Gianna's. So, oh dear. So let's get another one queued up here. Like I said, if you joined us a little bit late, when I downloaded this, and I downloaded the entire folder of projects that were turned in this morning. So if someone had turned something in a little bit later in the morning, it doesn't mean I didn't get it. It just means I didn't download it. So from Maria's, let's go Simi. Why not? Oh no. Well, Braden could always join us on his phone. If you want to text him, text him the link. He can join us on his phone. That's perfectly fine. All right, and we'll throw up Simi. That sounded bad. I'll play Simi's video. Here we go. Enjoy. All right. And the butt kicking continues. Braden, that's okay. Don't apologize for being late. Apparently, there was some issues with the link. Some people are having trouble. I don't know why that would be, but it's okay. I'm happy that you're here now. As we just finished up watching Simi's video. You guys are finding a really common theme here with all these clips and making it your own, and I'm really excited to see that. So I'm going to get the next one queued up, and I just have a quick question for you guys to answer in the chat if you would be so kind. We've got one project under our belt, and we're gonna transition to our next project next class. So I asked this before after our first tutorial, but now that we've got a project edited and done and turned in, on a scale of 1 to 10, how comfortable do you feel with WeVideo? So put that number in the chat. I'm going to go load up the next video, and then we'll check in after that. Who to go with, who to go with. Evan, Blessing, Ryan, Will. All right, Dan's caught my eye based on his title, so I'm going to get his ready. Is now with you is hear anything. So it's actually beneficial at least that it's just music and there's no dialogue or anything, because I can't hear it, which is a shame. So I of course will have the volume on when I listen. I just can't do that when I play it back. All right, we got some numbers coming in, which is good. Let's see where we're at. I'm stuttering a little bit there, but we're good. Okay, good. 8, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 8, 8, 7, 9, 7, 10. Ooh, a 10. Will's like, I got this. So then my question to you, of course, all right, and this was actually like an old sales thing that we were taught when you're trying to sell something, like, hey, is this product, and I sold cars, is this car, what you're looking for, does it have everything you need? Is it a 10 out of 10? And that the answer was no, right? As we have a lot of 8s and 7s and 9s, which is I'm not shaming at all. That's fantastic. my question then, as we watch the next video, and I want you to think about and put an answer in the chat for me if you could, what would make it a 10? What's the last little bit for you to go from 7 to 10, or from 9 to 10, or heck, from 7 to 8, and then we'll worry about 8 to 9 and then 9 to 10. So what would make it a 10? And that could be, does Mr. Leonard need to go over stuff again? Do we need more practice with it? Is there stuff we want to do that we can't do? Let me know. And we have Dan's video up now. So answer that question as we watch, and I will see you guys when it's done. All right, I got my first name in the credit there. Very cool. So Dan just embracing his full randomness there, I guess, a little bit with just his title, and that works. That's great. I was kind of a little afraid of this star or sun that's going to blow up there at the end. But cool. All right, so let's take a look at what folks are saying. A little bit more time to explore. Just getting used to it. I need a little more practice with it. Cool. And so here's the benefit of kind of jumping into this project maybe a little bit quicker than we did with Premiere. Because again, those skills, editing skills, carry over. The platform changes. And I love Jess, Gianna, thank you guys for being so supportive and making nice comments and remarks to everyone after their video. It's very nice to see. And Blessing as well. Thank you for those comments. I think it's just a matter of time and just having some practice. And so while the next project, of course, is going to add a small little wrinkle in having video that now you'll have shot yourself, okay, and we'll go through the process about how to bring that into Premiere, to WeVideo, which is super simple. It'll change the workflow a little bit, but that's not a big deal. By the end of the next project, I'm thinking if you're at a 7, you'll be at a 9 or 10. And if you're at an 8 or 9 now, you'll probably be at a 10. Because if there's one thing, I don't want to just single out our athletes, right? But like repetition with a practice or skill set helps you improve that skill set, right? It's why if you play baseball, you field ground balls for a portion of practice because you will be better at it when the time comes in a game. So good. I'm glad to see that you're already there, close to the top, and then we'll get there as we move through our projects together. And please, of course, if the pace of what we're going through is too quick, if we're halfway through a project and you're sitting there going like, there's no way I'm going to be done by the time this is due. I'm trying, of course, to be very understanding of not having a super quick turnaround time for stuff. Let me know. All right. I want to make sure I can make those adjustments so you're comfortable. But I think after our next project, you're going to feel way more comfortable with this, which is great. So on that note, let's jump over to Evans. We'll take a look. All right. Really great find with some of that stock footage there. A lot of the aerial stuff was really good find, especially the aerial time lapse at night of the city. I thought was a really good find. And the overlays, I think, unify everything as well stylistically, which is done very nice. So cool. All right, hold on. I'm getting caught up on some comments here. Thank you, Jess, for the comment on my shirt. Oh, you guys are so supportive of one another. I love it. I love it so much. That's great. That's great. I'm trying to think who all right. I guess we do have a few more here. That's all right. All right, I'm gonna pick up the pace a little bit. Let's Yeah, the Rockefeller scene, I think when the one character like ran into frame, I don't know why, and maybe it was just me because I'm going crazy, I suppose. But it somewhat looked like Matt McDonald from our class. I don't know why, I just kind of pictured him in that scenario. So let's move over to let's see, we've got Blessing, we've got Ryan, we've got Braden, we've got Will, and we've got Jess. Let's get into Will's. We're going to pick on Will's because Will said he was a 10 out of 10, and I believe him. So let's see how he did on his video. Skadoosh. All right. Well, Blessing wants to go next. Done. You got it, Blessing. Oh, okay. Well, like I said earlier, I can't actually watch I can't hear the audio, so I'll have to listen to that on playback. No, it would be a bit much if they were both playing at the same time. In fact, I can tell even without having to hear anything. I can tell which song, if you use the ones that I put in there, when you use them, because one of them has that really consistent beat. So I'm paying attention to the audio levels, and I can see when they're spiking for part of the video, but not the other part. So there have been a few Blessings got for us. And Will, yes, you definitely embrace the randomness in your title for sure. It's a good day to have a good day. Could not agree with you more. It's beautiful outside. It's nice. We're alive. There are good things. Okay. All right. Blessing being super supportive. Nice feedback. All right, let's get into Blessing's video. I hope everyone enjoys. Blessing, that was great. I wish I could hear it. I can't hear it right now, so I don't know what you were saying, but I can't wait to watch it now for real when I go down to grade, to hear what you have to say. It was so nice to see you on camera, and I'm looking forward to then hearing your voice as well. So if anyone has any comments or thumbs up they want to give Blessing some kudos for being on camera there, which is wonderful. And it's also something that we're going to have to do for our next project. So you've already got the leg up there, Blessing, which is wonderful. So you're ahead of the curve. That was really exciting. And it totally caught me off guard too. I didn't expect to see you there. And it's man, it just makes me miss you guys all the much more when I see your faces, and then I don't get to see your faces unless it's in a video, but at least we have that. So Blessing, wonderful, wonderful job. Yeah, the title animation was really, really cool. Although I do have to say, Blessing in the negative inverse color option was a little scary looking, but that's okay. Oh, Matthew is here. He's not in Rockefeller Center. Oh, Blessing, you're getting lots of love in the chat. I hope you're still here watching. We're going to move on to Ryan's video now, and then I think there's only one or two more that I have downloaded. Again, if you're joining us late, I downloaded early this morning. So if you turned it in late morning, or even right before class, I just didn't download it yet. It doesn't mean it's not turned in. We'll check together. But I think we've got one or two more. So I've got Ryan's queued up, and let's take a look. Ryan, I thought that was awesome. I don't know why you were concerned in the beginning, and you mentioned in the chat. I thought that was great. Your opening was really, really cool. I kind of wondered how you did that. Was it an animation or a transition or something? I haven't come across that in WeVideo yet. So share with us. What was I going to say next? And I agree with your title. Like, maybe chuckle. Quarantine certainly blows. No harm in speaking your mind there. But I thought that was really, really good. Blessing, I did show your video, yes. And did scroll up in the chat there. Everyone was saying such nice things about it too. Yeah, the title in the beginning was really, really cool. I like that a lot. Okay. Nope, I got caught up on that. Okay, I think let's go back and go to the next one. On to the next one. That would be is Braden still with us? Because I got his queued up next. And then we have Jess's. And that's all for the folks that are here. I know we're missing a small chunk of people in the class, but you know what? I'll just take a brief moment to pause for a second before I get into Braden's video. I want to thank everyone here for coming to this class and being active in the chat. You collectively are by far my most participatory class, and I love that about you guys. And I genuinely very much looking forward to every hour that we get to spend together, even if it is in this way, because you're honestly just such good company. So thank you for continuing to come to our classes and be active and, having fun. It really means a lot to me, so thank you. On that note, we'll watch Braden's video, and then we'll bring it home with Jess's, and then we'll outline what's coming next, and we'll call it for the day. All right, rejoining the group, participatory. Yes, I stumbled on that word. If you're poking fun of me, Gianna, thank you. And then, there's Braden. Okay. Yes, I think we can all acknowledge that the incorrect clips were used. Let me know what happened there. Um, and then let this be a nice remembrance for everyone that there are still project guidelines to follow. So if we have questions or issues in how to follow those, or if it was a matter of, oh, I need to use these clips that Mr. Leonard gave me, but I don't know where those clips are. Like that should have been something that was communicated with me, Braden. So if in the future we have an issue that arises, please don't hesitate to reach out. And blessings at an 8, that's awesome. Telling, if you're at 7 or 8 right now, you're sitting pretty, because by the end of the next project, you're going to be a 9 or 10. I can guarantee it. Participatory. It is a good word. And I'm glad that you guys are enjoying your time here. Matt, so I have Jesse's queued up now, or I'm queuing it up now. I love being able to stand and look at my camera like this because it's better for my back, but I hate having to look down at my computer. So we'll get Jess's loaded up in there. And then I got to hop online here for a sec, Matt, because I don't actually have your video as it was turned in a little bit later. But I can download it. And I just did. And I might as well download Chris's because he's here as well. Okay. So now that I got those going, and I'm keeping an eye on the clock, I don't want to run over, all right, for anybody. So we'll go through Jesse's video right after the break. No, I'm kidding. Right now. Okay, here it is. Nice play on like this is Earth, which was really, really cool. And again, put in the context maybe some of the more random stuff that we saw, but it was a nice smattering of, yes, our round home, which was great. So no uh-ohs. That was fantastic. Chris, 40 minutes? 40 minutes? Oh, you're killing me, Chris. We don't have 40 minutes. Actually, we have all the time in the world, arguably. All right, but Matt asked to go, and I have his downloaded here. All right, so I'll pick up the pace a little bit. Here is Matt's video. Wow. Matt, that was awesome. Really, really good job there. I'm a little stunned. What a great uh, technique to have the interluding quotes and statements in there. It really I don't want to say kept our interest throughout because I think the edit was done very well, but that really kind of just pulled us through from start to finish, and kind of actually took the forefront. Much as in your edit, right? We layered that text on top, but it really grabbed our attention almost more than the visual. The visuals just, or the video just supplemented, kind of your message, which was really, really strong. I like that a lot, and maybe we can get that on the morning show. That was really, really good. All right, and I think that leaves us with the magnum opus, the 40-minute director's cut of Chris's video, and I have no way of knowing how long this is. All right, so we're gonna roll right into it, and nope, Chris, sorry, it's gonna happen. Actually, I am kind of curious on the time. I want to make sure I respect your guys' time and don't spill over. On time. And just to address Blessing's comment before I get into Chris's video, which is 3 minutes and 6 seconds. Man, that's like double, Chris. Oh no, 1,000 Roads is next. I'm kidding. You're going to do that next. I'm going to spend some more time in WeVideo. So I'm going to introduce the project next class and show the added components to WeVideo, which is going to be importing and that workflow process. And there's going to be an assignment that comes in at the end of class that will be due by the following class. So we'll meet on Thursday. I'll go over the next project, which will take about 15, 20 minutes, and make sure you guys have a clear understanding of the assignment. And then I'm going to use the rest of that time to just kind of stick around for some folks that have some WeVideo questions or just want something explained again. I figured why not double down? We have that time, so let's use it together. So Blessing, if there are a few more WeVideo things you want to know in the second half of next class, make sure you stick around so we can go over those things together. All right. And now, without further ado, bringing it home, closing the show, as it were. Good morning. Wake up and shine. If you guys remember the whole thing by heart, I'd be very impressed. But until then, here is Chris's video. a journey we just went on. Well, thank you, Chris, for sharing that magnum opus with us. I got psyched out for a second because I thought in the middle it goes to black for a little bit. I'm like, oh, okay, it's done. And then just as I bring up my levels on my microphone, the color animation kicked in, and I was like, oh, crap. So I'm glad I didn't hit the button, and it cut to me in the middle, although that also could have been entertaining. Yeah, Chris, you're being way too hard on yourself, man. That was good. No, it didn't feel like 3 minutes at all. And trust me, I've seen some earlier today that were less time, but felt much longer. Okay. Sure. So that'll wrap our screening for the day. I'm so glad you guys were excited to spend time together and go through those together. And thank you for encouraging and supporting one another. I think that's a really awesome thing to see, and I'm very excited that it's coming from you fine people. So thank you so much. I kind of briefly outlined what next class will look like, but just to say it again real quick before we wrap up on the day, I'm going to be going over the next project that we'll be getting into. I'm going to estimate it's going to take around 15 or 20 minutes to go through that, and then I'm going to get into the first part of the assignment for that project. The one thing I had to do in coming up with this was, of course, make sure it's interpretive enough where you don't feel like you can't complete it at home. I wanted to make sure I landed on something that was very easily accessible. But the one thing I didn't really think about until I actually sat down to, create presentations and handouts was kind of how we had to restructure the whole workflow, and pre-production process. So the assignment that we'll have at the end of next class is going to be really the pre-production component to your video. And so that'll be due the class after. So we'll have an assignment at the end of class Thursday that'll be due on Monday. And that's just in the name of making sure you're on the right path to have a successful video project. So there's no assignment for today into Thursday. You could enjoy the rest of the day with whatever other assignments you have, but nothing from me. And we'll get into the new stuff next class. And then that project is kind of spaced out over a larger chunk of time to allow you the flexibility to work within the new workflow, which will be shooting stuff probably on your phone and then uploading the Google Drive and bringing into WeVideo. I'll go over some WeVideo stuff next time per request. So if you realize like, oh, I have a question about this, like save it for next time, queue it up. All right. And of course, if you have questions over the course of the project that we get into, you can always reach out and email me as well. But that's going to wrap it up for today. And now you know where we are for the next at least 2 classes, and I'll outline the project due dates and things like that next time as well. So I hope you guys get a chance to go outside today. It's sunny. It's beautiful. Enjoy the sun. Give your skin some vitamin D. It needs that in small doses to helps your body release chemicals, and you feel good about yourself. And like Gianna said, it's a good day to have a good day. And on that note, gang, we're going to wrap. I hope you enjoy the rest of your afternoon. I'll see you all again on Thursday for our project introduction. I'm looking forward to getting into that with you guys and hearing your ideas and hearing you talk about that. And I'll hang for like another minute or so. But if you're going to bounce, have a lovely afternoon, and we'll see you all on Thursday. Adios.